Hey man, happy Friday. And we back at BLE. I got a diamond in the rough, and you know she with me. Welcome to the Misadventures. Let's get it. Welcome to the Misadventures of Snead. My name is Markus Snead, aka Jimmy Cartier, and this is my podcast. Welcome. Follow me on all social media platforms at Mr. Cartier _. What inspired this podcast is my college HBCU life and the events that unfolded. Things that I'll be talking about is sports, Chiefs, will they be Super Bowl bound? Patrick Mahomes, will he win the MVP? Food reviews, KC Soul Sisters, Yum Yums, and the Hot Dog King. Staying in the know and making sure you're up to date. All in all, welcome to the Misadventures of Snead. Hey man, we back at BLE Studios. Happy Friday, man. It's the first Friday of the month. So hey man, no matter what happened last month, the month before last, get it right. Get it right. You know what I'm saying? It's mental health month. You know what I'm saying? So it's always time for a reset, you know, feel me?
Yeah.
No, facts. But hey man, I got a special guest here with me today. I'm gonna let her introduce herself, and then just know, like, hey, this show is gonna be very you know, we're gonna be in depth, we're gonna be real, we're gonna tell them real stories, we're gonna have some fun with it. Yeah. But go ahead, do your thing.
Yeah. So, do you want me to introduce myself or what?
Yeah, no, go ahead. Intro, like, bring us in. Who is you?
I got
what you doing in the studio?
What is good, Kansas City? My name is Diamond D, and I am 26 years old. I am a singer, songwriter, dancer, lyricist. I do multiple things, and I love performing. I love making music, and that's all about me. Like, I don't know what else.
Nah, man. If y'all don't know much about Diamond D, bro, you know what I'm saying? I just got to meet her, like, actually, a couple months ago? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? First, it was at, hey, shout out Markus Sanders. You know, I got to host my first shows. And then after that, Diamond D was performing. I'm telling you, bro, like, one of the best, like, artists in the city right now. And that she's also nominated for Kansas City People Choice Awards for female hip-hop and / rap artist of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
female hip hop artist, yeah.
Yeah, so like let's dive into that. Like, who is Diamond D? Like, how did you get to this point? Because, like, I ain't gonna fake it, like, everybody didn't see, like, all these Kansas City People Choice Awards, everybody get them say, I didn't get nominated, I've been putting in work. You know what I'm saying? But no, you really been out here grinding and doing your thing. So I just want to give you your flowers, you know, like, facts. Because, like, after that first show, we was all like, who is that? Who is that? Like, bro, who is that? So tell us about yourself.
I appreciate that. So the name Diamond D, well, of course, my name is Diamond, but the name Diamond D is started when I was 14. My mom made my Facebook page. Okay. And she wanted to give me and my sister creative names. You know.
Nah, that's real. Yeah. Mom had to make the Facebook page. I ain't gonna fake it.
Yeah, you know, she had to keep monitoring everything at that age to make sure that wasn't supposed going on. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
It goes down in the dance.
No, for real. No, for real. So my mom made my Facebook page, and once she made my Facebook page, she had, like, created these creative names for me and my sister. And my name, she spelled it like Diamond D, DYM, space N, space D, Blazing Diamonds. It's still that till this day.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I was like, Blazing Diamonds. I was like, okay. And then the way you spelled Diamond D, I was like, DYM. Okay, let me make sure I get it right. Okay.
So my mom created that when I was 14. So it was just started out as a Facebook name. Then as I started dropping music in, like, high school and stuff, I wanted something that was other than my name to release music with, like Diamond, just plain Diamond. Right. And I was like, okay, well, what can I use? And I was going to do, like, Marie something or use my middle name. But then I was like, oh my God, like, it's already creative enough. The Diamond D is already creative enough.
Got a diamond in the rough already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm there.
So it just started off as a Facebook name, and then as I got more serious with music in 2021, it started to become a brand. Okay. So yeah, and that's how it came about.
And what I can say, you are honestly, like, doing your thing with your brand, like, you know, everything from being an artist, and then let's take it back. So what activities were you involved with in school and stuff like that?
So I was actually the very first activity I did with school, I believe, was cheer.
Okay.
I did cheer first, but then I had a sassy mouth, so my mom pulled me out.
Hey, after I hear these songs, y'all gonna see. She got it. She got it.
So she pulled me out, and then from there, I just did different dance teams and stuff at school. And I went to Northeast in 7th grade. I did cheer there as well.
Okay.
And then I did a dance team at Central in 8th grade. That's how I met Duchess.
Okay.
She was actually the captain of the dance team when I was at Central in the 8th grade.
Okay.
And then I went back to Central and I tried to try out for cheer, but I missed the auditions.
I hate that.
Yes.
Shout out to the Misadventures.
Yes. So once I missed the auditions, I was like, you know what, skip it. I'm gonna just create my own dance team.
That's exactly, man. You don't need a team. I'm solo, baby.
Yeah.
I'm solo, baby.
Yeah, so that's what I did. I just created my own dance team, and then we did a talent show when Hot 103 Jams came to our school with Bindu for Stop the Violence. And yeah, we won the talent show, and then it just kind of grew from there. We rapped and we danced. Me and my best friend, Ronnie. Well, Manny. He go by Manny now. And yeah.
I'm going to say Ronnie. Like, do I know a Ronnie? Do I know a Ronnie or a Manny? But, no, that's crazy. Like, everybody knows they have their beginnings. Like, this is my freshman season, what I call it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You my 51st episode. And, man, shout out to BLE Studios on the launch.
Congratulations.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, no matter what, hey, celebrate the small victories. Always celebrate them. No matter who watching, who cheers for you, no matter what.
Amen.
Cheer for yourself, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're going to dive a little bit more into like that because it also plays, like, you know, a part into mental health. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even if nobody's, like, patting you on the back, clapping for you, cheering for you, cheer for yourself.
Yes.
And that's what matters at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So, we talked about, like, you did your own dance team lately, like a couple months ago. What happened on St. Patrick's Day? I heard you've been making some noise. So what happened on St. Patrick's Day?
So St. Patrick's Day was a lot of fun. It was my first time doing anything like that.
Okay. What happened exactly? Like, I wish I had the video for y'all. Like, I went to download it, but I believe your words can tell us more. So
it was so surreal. Oh my gosh. Planning it was a lot of things that like got in the way. So many obstacles that had taken place, but we just knocked them off and worked through them one by one. Even when it got tough, I just kept pushing through. When I decided to sign up for the parade, I was through with music. I was fed up.
That's crazy. I cannot believe you threw it with hell. Wow.
Yes. I was fed up because things were just not going the way that I had like hoped, you know.
It'd be like that, the ups and downs. Yeah.
I feel like I was working so hard and not really like getting anywhere,
any traction or nothing like that. But
yeah.
Like even what you told me, I don't mean to cut you off, but like, like, you know, like one of my first shows hosting at the Inglewood's Art Center. Shout out to Inglewood's Art Center. Like, you paid me. I ain't gonna fake it. Like, that was one of my first paid shows. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So everybody, you gotta start anywhere. Like, don't matter if it's $1 or you just getting to meet someone or shaking a hand. You know, hey, we all gonna start somewhere. Even like you feel like, hey, this is my peak. No, that's mainly like the bottom floor. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody got to level up at one point in time.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, but I'm gonna let you go ahead. So what else happened what was your feelings during the St. Patrick's Day parade?
Oh my gosh.
Or what preparations did you take to prepare for that?
So I had trained for about a month solidly before the St. Patrick's Day parade. Okay. And with that training, I was just going to Mackin Park, running, rapping, just conditioning my body. And then I had rehearsals twice a week with my dancers, and I was rehearsing for the show and the parade at the same time.
Oh, me.
Yes, because they both happened in the same.
Put in that work. Okay.
Yeah, so rehearsing twice a week, having those back-to-back rehearsals plus my training, that really helped me physically prepare. Word. And it was a lot of anxiety, but I was instructed to do that. I was instructed to do the parade I really feel like it was God, because again, I was fed up.
Hey, not on me. That's God like that. I'm telling you, I can tell you, like, bro, this past couple months been the hardest of my life. You feel me? Like, I didn't been in a job for 3 years, got fired, literally got fired from that. Had a car I was paying almost $800 a month. Lost that car. You know what I'm saying? It's the misadventure. Like, when I say I was fed up, I'm like, look, let me just go ahead and walk off this roof.
No.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it get like that. But once, like, you know, God aligns you to your purpose, or you feel like, you know, this is what I need to do, like, you have that feeling in your heart, you can't stop, because everybody goes against like, adversity. Without adversity, we would not be the people or the persons that we were meant to be or to become.
Yeah.
We gotta evolve.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's a part of that mental health.
Yes.
Yeah, facts. I'm just gonna be dropping a little bit of gems. My bad.
You good? Do your thing. Do your thing.
no, back because I wish I had that video, but man, you got third place. What'd you get third place? Third place
for the band category.
Okay,
yes.
Okay. Well, how'd you feel after you received that?
Well, it was really unexpected. I didn't even expect to win. So we had like waited at the end to see people at the end, and then we went home. And then when I was on my way home, they was like, "Hey, you won third place," and I was like, "What?" And they was like, "It's on the page." So it was really unexpected because, like I said, we had a lot of obstacles, so it was something that I didn't expect, Mm-hmm. But it ended up working out. All of that anxiety, I used it to put on a good show every time. Every time before I perform, I always have a lot of anxiety, a lot of nervousness, and use it to help me.
Use it to power you. Don't let it don't let it damp you down. Like, all right, fuel it, change it up real quick.
Yes,
you feel me? Yeah. Because we all, I ain't gonna fake, even when I be on here, I have my hands be a little sweaty. You know what I'm saying? I be like, all right, let me try to make sure I get it right. Let me make sure I get it right. But you know what I'm saying? With all that, you learn and then you grow. Mm-hmm. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like now here you are. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Nominated for Kansas City People Choice Awards for Best Hip Hop Artist of the Year. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you tap in and vote. I'm gonna say if you have the link, after this you want to drop it in the comments, you can.
Yeah, it'll be on my story. I almost definitely had a link on my story.
No, I got you. Yeah. So, we're talking about performances and whatnot. So we, your latest one. Well, we had the St. Patrick's Day parade, and then after that we had the Tiny Shell performance yesterday. Let's talk about what is the Tiny Shell? Like, put us on that.
The Tiny Shell is a concert series, much like the Tiny Desk concert.
Yeah. I know.
The Tiny Desk concerts, but it's a really intimate, small concert series. Really fun. You get to interact with the people in the audience.
Yeah, I seen. I was like, I got the cameraman, people on the couches. I'm like, okay.
Yes. The seating is really comfortable. It's a really cozy environment. And it's a lot of fun. There were some good people who came before me. M.E., Myself Embodied, and L.A. France. They came before me. And they're also casting for season 2. So we have a couple more episodes before we do season 1. I believe there is another episode coming up on the May 15th.
May 15th. Okay.
Yes. But they're casting for season 2. But there are some requirements. So you want to make sure you visit a Tiny Shell concert prior to it because that's part of the application process. They're going to ask you if you have visited prior or not. So just don't even fill out the application yet until you visit. So go visit first and then put in your application. And then, go to the Tiny Shell series Instagram page and then click the link in their bio if you want to be on season 2. Yeah. So.
Nah, facts. Yeah. No, that's dope. And plus, like, shout out to like all of our other artists out there, that been through BLE, that haven't been like through BLE, that, just are around the city. Expand yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you on this platform, that platform. You never know who you can meet or who you can interact with that might just change your life. You know what I'm saying? I know we live in like the viewership era nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Where everything matters about the views, how many likes, how much click you get. But you know what I'm saying? Expand yourself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So.
But even with that, in the moment, it might not be a lot, but later on, you never know who's going to see it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even with shows, there are some shows I did where nobody was in the audience, when I post the videos online, more people see it and stuff like that. Yeah.
I'm gonna say that's crazy because, like, low key, I got the opportunity to DJ. Hey, I'm an up and coming DJ here at BLE Studios. You know what I'm saying? It may not happen overnight, but it will happen.
It's gonna happen.
But no, I'll say same experience. My first time DJ was on 420, and wasn't nobody really in the crowd. I got to meet Brian B. Shining and stuff like that. He was the opening DJ, but it's like the moments where we take where ain't nobody there, and ain't nobody watching us. Those are the moments that we take for us to like practice and grow. Yes. I'm like, hey man, this ain't nothing but like helping me get better real quick. So I know like when that crowd is in here, I know what I gotta do and I know what and I know how I'm going to handle it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying for anybody. No matter what you do, no matter what your craft is, like podcasting, being an artist, painting pictures, writing a book. Hey, if nobody reads your book, somebody gonna read it eventually. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? No matter what.
It might take 3 years for you to become a bestseller. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? Keep pushing it. Keep pushing yourself. Keep marketing yourself. Get yourself out there. You can be as talented as you want to be, as talented. You could be the most talented person in the world, but if you're not putting yourself in people's faces for them to see you and growing a fan base, it's going to be really hard to take off. And that's the biggest lesson I had to learn in my career, in my journey. Like, I was rehearsing a lot, you know, hitting the gym, doing all these type of things, but I wasn't marketing myself. I wasn't pushing myself. Yes. And just doing shows and not getting footage and, not sharing the flyers. So it's like
you didn't record that? Like, you know, like, that was a once-in-a-lifetime moment, and how could you not record that?
Yes.
You know? But no, I ain't gonna lie. Like, that's like the ups and downs of it, the good and the bad, the ugly. Welcome to the misadventures, dog. You gonna go through them. If you don't have a misadventure, something bad happens to you in your life, question what you're doing, because if it don't challenge you, it won't change you. Clock it. I need that.
Okay, clock it.
I need that.
Sister, clock it.
Man, no facts. So that your latest shows, I want to talk about the Cousin Kickback. You're the creator of that. What made you want to create the Cousin Kickback?
Okay, so after my grandma had passed in 2027, our family became very distant. Like, our family became distant to where cousins was growing up. They didn't know each other on different sides of the family. So I had started having kickbacks. I throw really good kickbacks. I make food, you know what I'm saying? I make sure we got everything we need, music, games. We pull up the Kahoot games, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, just all that after cousin. Like, where the spades at?
We don't know how to play spades. I'm sorry, that's kind of.
You gonna learn
no!
That is funny as hell. That's funny as hell.
Oh my God, my family tried to teach me so many times.
Don't worry, I got you. Hey, before the summer get right, I got you. You gonna learn how to play spades.
Please help me.
No, I got you.
But yeah, those kickbacks, I would throw those kickbacks, and so it would just bring the family together from all different sides, and we would get to know each other and spend time together, and grow. And then we had babies, so the babies would be getting to know each other and stuff. Yeah, so that would be a good environment. And I'm like, okay, well, let's take it on a bigger scale now, because a lot of my cousins make music. I have a cousin named Nate. He makes music. I have a lot of cousins. JV, T to G, Jace, Janae. Like, my family is musically
inclined.
Yes. So I'm like, okay, well, let's start doing shows and call them the Cousin Kickback. Okay. And that's how the Cousin Kickback came about.
On me.
Yes.
And I ain't gonna fake it. That was one of my first paid shows. Shout out to Diamond D, man.
Thank you.
Hey, for letting me host. I'm an up and coming host. Hey, she getting me right though. I ain't gonna fake it, but it takes a village, dog. It really do take a village, dog.
And that's just what I want to do. I want to provide an environment for people who are starting out to be able to, grow, want to grow, get better, be seen, and make money. Like,
facts. If we, because all the time that we put into this, man, we should be getting paid. Like, matter of fact, even if it's not like hundreds of thousands, hey, a cool little $20. Hey, thanks for stepping in the club. You know what I'm saying? Stepping on stage. Thanks for walking through. Here's $15. Hey, hey, that's gas money. Yeah,
no. When I first started out, I was paying a couple $100 to open up for people, and I wasn't walking away with anything besides a couple Instagram followers. And I didn't feel robbed, because those experiences helped me grow. You know what I'm saying? They helped me grow as a performer, as an artist. It helped me figure out what things I wanted to make my sets better, like dances, eye contact, body language, wardrobe, like, fashion, things like that.
Then you had that baseline. All right, this is what I want, and this is where I'm trying to get.
Yes. So I just wanted to change up the game a little bit, because I paid all that money, was only going home with a couple more Instagram followers, and that's not fair. It's not fair.
Who's to say they gonna unfollow you as soon as they get home?
And that happens.
That's what I'm saying. And that happens. I'm like, nigga, you unfollow me, bro? I know you didn't.
Exactly. I'm always curating my followers list. I'm going through. Okay.
No, for real, bro. Like, it's so real, especially for all of the artists that's out here in the field. That's what I'm called. We out here in the field with it. You know what I'm saying? You got people that's in the house with it, but we out here in the field with it, because we're really, we trying to grind for our craft. We trying to get the follow. Hey, we got a message that we out here trying to put out. We won't try to receive that, reciprocate that. You know what I'm saying? Just show us some love, because it's not easy. You know what I'm saying? And anything that does come easy to you or doesn't challenge you, that's on you.
Yeah, what's easy ain't worth it, and what's worth it ain't easy.
Facts. So speaking of which, before I get deep into the talk of the mental health, I want to I want to give them a little flashback of Diamond. You said this is your rebrand.
Well, yeah, I did go through a rebrand. I still
Okay.
perform my old music. I
Okay,
still rap
man.
my
Hell
old
yeah.
music.
Like, hey.
Yeah, we keep it lit, okay. But I'm finding myself more as an artist, and I found myself more as an artist.
Thanks.
And I've branched out to more genres of music outside of just rap. You know,
Like, what genres? If you don't mind.
pop, R&B.
Yeah,
Yes.
I love some pop music. I ain't gonna fake it.
Yes, and I've just this latest project. I challenged myself vocally in ways that I never have.
Is that from light to darkness?
From dark to light.
From dark to light.
Yes.
Okay.
No, it's okay. We don't want to move backwards. We don't want to go into darkness.
That's all bad.
No, it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, that project was really different for me because it was me challenging myself as an artist. Of course, those songs were genuine. They came from the heart and mental health again.
Mm-hmm.
They were a part of my coping strategies and coping skills. But yeah, I just challenged myself. I pushed myself financially, physically, vocally. And this project, I feel like it really reflected that.
On me. I'm going to say, let's throw it back then.
Yeah.
Hey, in my lane. Diamond D, we here at BLE Studios. Tap in.
Yes.
Right. It's Diamond D.
3 Dog made this one.
Look, I be in my lane, I don't know a bitch name. Hotter than a flame, you a lame, you ain't game. Cooking up the sauce and these bitches want the recipe. Scholar about $1 case, these bitches think about testing me. I be in my lane, I don't know a bitch name. Hotter than a flame, you a lame, you ain't game. Cooking up the sauce and these bitches want the recipe. Scholar about $1 case, these bitches think about testing me. Wipe your nose, bitch, you know I'm cold. Just relax and catch this vibe like a clear to a rose. I was frozen, didn't know I was chosen. Water gotta flow, so I let it all go. What's a motherfucking dollar to a dime? I ain't too official to be goofing with the bum, and it ain't superficial to care about where you going. As long as you do you and don't forget just where you from. Hold the drums like I be in my lane. I don't know a bitch name. Hotter than a flame, you a lame, you ain't game. Cooking up the sauce and these bitches want the recipe. Scholar about $1 case, these bitches think about testing me. I be in my lane, I don't know a bitch name. Hotter than a flame, you a lame, you ain't game. Cooking up the sauce and these bitches want the recipe. Scholar about $1 case, these bitches think about testing me. These bitches running, all my bitches coming. We gon' make them catch a beat, chop a nick where you be coming. I spun it, soon as I done it, you a square, so we fair. Since the shit is in your bunny, we gon' knock out her motherfucking bunny. These bitches be so giving, that's why they'll never be wanted. And I hop on the stage and feel my skill when I perform it. I'm knocking down the door and they're not asking for no one, bitch, I'm on it. Like fresher than some flowers, and I'm sicker than my cow. You bitches tried to cook me, but I'm killing shit real wild. Nigga, you so soft, say that blueprint for your balls. Any bitch that wanna go against me, automatic loss. Like I be in my lane, I don't know a bitch name. Hotter than a flame, you a lame, you ain't game. Cooking up the sauce and these bitches want the recipe. Scholar about $1 case, you bitch think about testing me, bitch.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bars, nigga.
Thank you.
I ain't gonna fake it. Like when we first, it was me, Ray, V. We first heard you performing, and we was like, oh yeah. Like, so what was going through that? What made you want to make that track?
So I was actually just writing something catchy for Climax because that was the first place I started
R.I.P.
performing.
Climax.
Yes,
Yeah.
and a huge shout out to Climax and the Climax family because they gave me room to grow and stage space to be able to start performing and grow as an artist.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, all my stuff was slow. All of my stuff that I had out was so like. It wasn't hype enough for me to dance to or to get the people going. You know what I'm saying?
Because no, every 10 years, I was like, you had your back. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Yeah. So I needed something that was hype enough for people to dance to, for me to choreograph to. And so that's how this came about.
No, that is facts. That is facts. I ain't gonna lie. And so that was, I think that was in 2023 when you had made this?
Oh, no, this was 2021. 2022.
2022? Okay,
yes,
bet.
yes.
You're right.
Yeah, I think I dropped it New Year's of 2023, I believe.
Man, that is crazy. And just to see, like, you know, that's like, you could say that's like your baseline when you started, right?
Yeah, it was like one of my first hype songs. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
crazy. But nah, I ain't gonna fake you been doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you out here for the Can't See People Choice Awards, and
Yes.
you know what I'm saying? Like, this is your first time you've been nominated, or have you been nominated before?
No, so I made it to semifinals last year. I didn't make it to the finals round, but I did make it to the semifinals round last year, which was really unexpected because that was my first year like actually pushing out. No, actually 2023 was the first year I pushed like myself out there.
Okay.
But I still didn't expect to make it last year, you know? And yeah, I believe I like pushed harder last year after I made it to the semifinals. I was sharing, you know, telling people to vote for me, but I wasn't really known, again, not marketing myself. So people was like, okay, well, like, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
so this time around, I didn't really push to be nominated. I shared the status once, literally.
Yeah.
I just was working on my shows. I was working on my shows, developing my craft, writing new music because I got some more music coming out.
I can't wait for that.
Thank you. Yeah. So I was just working on the other things with artistry, not really pushing to be nominated. So it was a nice surprise to actually get home and see that I was nominated, you know?
On me.
Yeah.
No, that's great. I ain't gonna fake it. So, like, how has, like, you know what I'm saying, like, the Can't See People Choice Awards, some people seem to get, like, a bigger head, seem to get, like, you know, think they're the best, as is the people that, you know, haven't been nominated. So, what would say, how has, you know, been nominated, or this year, how has it played, like, a toll on your mental health? Or has it played a toll on you? Has it, you know?
Well, the Kansas City People Choice Awards, that doesn't really have an effect on my mental health, but my overall journey as an artist, I would say it does. The music really helps me cope. I wrote my first song, Stepping Out, when I was in music therapy, when I started music therapy. So
people go to school for that.
Yes.
I didn't know, like, there's, like, bro, I just had Dottie Boy on here. He went to school at K-State for theater science or something. Okay. I was like, what the, like, boy, y'all just got anything for degrees now.
Yeah.
Like, for real.
Yeah, so it was like, I started writing in music therapy, just channeling those feelings into words and into songs and stuff. And so that was, you know, where I started with that. So
okay, bet. No, I say, but you ready to dive into, like, some mental health?
Yeah,
okay.
Let's go.
Now, if y'all don't know, like, mental health in the Black community is deeply important and complex issue that involves cultural, historical, and systematic factors.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, I got a couple key points. You know, I'm gonna highlight some, but you know, my first point is the stigma and the silence, historical trauma and systematic racism, underdiagnosis and misdiagnosis, lack of representation in the mental health care, community strength and solutions. So, stigma and the silence, you know what I'm saying? When we talk about the stigma and the silence, most of us be like, oh, mental health issues are, you know, often stigmatized in the Black community with phrases like, oh, you going through something, just pray about it, tough it out, you know, but at the end of the time, if you need help, go get that help.
Yes. I think for the longest, I want to say I've dealt with mental health issues like my later teen years, like 16, up until, like, I would say now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm dealing with this.
So when I was 19, it kind of got bad. I lived by myself. I moved from living with my family to living on my own. So I was, like, really struggling with my mental health, especially being alone all the time and not really knowing what I was dealing with. And there was a stigma there. I was scared of being diagnosed.
Yeah, like, I'm not crazy. Just I'm not crazy. Sometimes that shit fucked up in the head.
Exactly.
Lord forgive me, I ain't trying to.
No, you're good. But because of my because of the stigma or the thoughts that I had placed in my mind about it, I was struggling more and I was losing more and more things, like my job, my apartment. Like, my life was falling apart, all because I was just nervous to get help. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, if I go here, they gonna think that no.
Yeah.
Like, if you need it, go get it, because, like, we all go through them times and them downpours in our lives. Like I'm saying, if it don't challenge you, it will not change you.
Yes.
Sometimes you need to talk to somebody. Sometimes you need to reach out and just, you know, like, you need help. Everybody need help. I ain't gonna lie. These past couple months, I've been needing help. Like, bro, life been lifing. You feel me? It's the been misadventure, and I'm like, God, all right, maybe I need to change my show name. The misadventure is getting too real.
Yeah, but University Health is a really good resource to the community.
Okay, thanks.
They have really good mental health resources, therapy, case management services. Just even if you need someone to talk to, I would stop by University Health if you're struggling, just to get some help and get some resources. They're really good with it. They're really, really good with it.
No, facts, and that's number 2 because of the historical trauma and systematic racism. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, if I'm black, why do I need to go to a hospital? Like, I don't want people to think I'm crazy. Yes. Generations of racial trauma, discrimination, and inequality have had lasting psychological effects. You gotta understand, like, the stuff we learn from our mamas and our daddies, our uncles, that low-key does have an effect on us. Structural barriers like lack of access to like quality health care, financial strain, over policing, worsening mental health outcomes. Because like, bro, to get help to talk to a therapist, they want $50 million. Not, you know what I'm saying? They want something outrageous, you know?
Yes. But there are resources that are, well, now that mental health is being talked about more, there are more resources to help with that. And yeah,
No, I'm just glad that like we're not, you know, like especially in the social media area, like we have a platform to talk about it and voice our opinions.
Yes.
Because before, more people were holding it in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm gonna say, like, how has mental health like affected you as an artist? You know what I'm saying?
So it helps me cope, especially when I was like grieving and dealing with loss, a lot of loss and stuff like that. Music has always been there, like as a way for me to transform my pain and those negative feelings into something beautiful. Passion. Yes. And I hope that people, like, I don't want them to like soak in the energy, but hopefully they can use my music to cope in the same ways. And I get a lot of good feedback with Fly. Yes, people tell me that they use Fly when they're having a hard time. So I'm grateful for that. A song that I wrote when I was having a hard time as a mantra to push me through is helping other people, you know? So that's a good thing. That's a good feeling. On
me. And just so you know, whenever in need, call Snead. If I can be there, I will be there. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it all happens. But the third point about, you know, mental health, underdiagnosis and misdiagnosis.
Oh yes, I have my experience with that. Oh my gosh.
Let's talk about it.
So for the longest, I was undiagnosed, mainly because I was scared. So I didn't know what I was dealing with, and I was having like these mood swings, and I was like crying every single day. Like that. And then it got worse to where I was having those thoughts and didn't know where to turn. And
like that.
Yes, I believe my first time that I went to go get help, go be seen at the hospital, I was really nervous. It was something unexpected because I'm like, oh my God, like I'm about to be here with the crazies. Jesus,
got me in a straight jacket.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Ain't got time for it.
Yeah, but my mom was just like, you know, check it out. You never know. And it was one of the best things that could happen to me because I was able to actually get a diagnosis. And they didn't push for medicine. Some hospitals do like push for medicine and stuff like that.
That's what most people like, I don't want to be drugged. You smoke weed every day. What you doing? Like,
come on,
you're sipping a 6-pack every 2 minutes. Come on, what you doing?
Man, all that junk food. Like, this is where you draw the line? This is where you draw? Okay.
Like, for real.
But yeah, that diagnosis just helped me be able to educate myself on how to be able to maneuver through those situations. And at first I was diagnosed with type B. I think there's type A and type B bipolar disorder. Okay. So type A is when you are like extremely manic and egotistical type of way. I'm not trying to offend anybody, but you know.
No, speak your truth. Speak your truth.
Type B is where you're you're manic in a like, oh, like life is hard, like a down type of way. So it's like type A is like
so
up.
There's 2 types.
Yes. So type A is up and then type B is down. And then once I started doing more work with University Health, they actually removed that diagnosis because it wasn't what I was dealing with.
It was a misdiagnosis.
Yes, it was a misdiagnosis. And it was it was just like major depression. And I was able, like, I was I had high functioning depression. Okay,
so, I understand, because, like, I have a sister that also deals with those. I have an older sister that deals with that, you know, being in the foster care system myself. You know, I've seen a lot of that. Yeah. Because, you know what I'm saying, growing up in it, it's just, like, you know, I see my mom, like, on, you know, her misdiagnosis because of, like, drugs and, you know, kids and stuff like that. And it does play a part, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Sometimes you might be going through something and the doctors might think it's one thing, but like no, it's not it. You know what I'm saying? No matter what, seek help. Don't ever be afraid to like, just go get help, because even if they try to like, I don't want to say they drug you all the time, like. Just don't take the drugs. Just be like, hey, I need a therapist. Like, there's options out here as well.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm super grateful for my mental health team, because they really allowed me to get better mentally in my own way. Mm-hmm. They didn't really push or try to force me to take medicine. When I met with my psychiatrist, she asked what my goals were. I told her my goals were to live a blissful. I know everything wasn't going to be all peaches and cream, but I wanted to live day to day without feeling like I needed weed or medication. Or, and that was my goal. And so she was like, okay, well, we're going to try different things and stuff like that. And then she did ask me if I would be willing to try medication that I would eventually be able to get off of instead of being on prolonged. So I would start off like with half of this tablet, and then we'll go to a whole tablet, and then we'll go back to half, and then I would eventually be off. Yeah.
Try like give you a little bit, here's a lot, then you're off.
Yes. So having a mental health team who really understands you and who's really willing to do things your way and not try to force their own way of healing onto you, that was helpful. That was most helpful. Yes.
I mean, so if we don't know, like Black individuals, in the African American community are less likely to be properly diagnosed and are more likely misdiagnosed with more severe disorders.
Yes.
Cultural misunderstandings by healthcare providers contribute to this problem. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So go get the help. Don't think you're weak for seeking help.
Yes.
Even like that's one of like, I would say like what's the word? The misconstrueds or like within our society, especially like within our community, that if you were seeking help that you're weak. No, it's a sign of strength. You know what I'm saying?
And then with even with 988 with the suicide hotline, a lot of people think that calling it, like you have to call it when you're suicidal. No, it just, even if you're even if you have a moment to where you're fine, everything is fine, but you want to get resources for therapy in the future, or figure out where you can go to get counseling and stuff like that, you can call them and they will give you a list of resources and places. You don't have to wait until you're suicidal to call 988.
No, thanks. So that's what I'm saying. We talking about, being suicidal, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you want to fly out the coop. Maybe you think about walking off like the building. Look, believe me, I ain't gonna, no joke. I was literally contemplating it because I was like, look, we live in a Trump society. These bills too high, groceries too high. Let's end it right here. Let's end it.
988 is a really good resource. 988 is a really good resource. And again, on our
988.
Yes. And then in our own personal lives, I feel like it's important for us to like really work on building that capacity to be able to handle the things life throws at us. Life is gonna get hard, but we're just gonna get stronger. It's not about having an easy life. It's about being strong enough to handle the challenges that life throw at you. So when you're in the mud, when you're in the midst like that, just picture like your brain is in the gym. Your brain is in the gym and you're overcoming those obstacles, and it's going to make you stronger. Especially on the trajectory we're headed to, we're going to be a lot bigger than where we are now, and the obstacles are going to get a lot harder. So,
exactly.
Like, while these weights are 5 pounds now, let's lift them. Let's lift them before the 60s come.
The problem's going to come, believe me. Like, hey, that's what I'm saying. You will not stay at the same weight class forever. I promise you. Because more weight will be added on to you. So, might as well get in the gym. Hey, stay healthy. Keep your head up. And don't quit. But, hey. Here's the staying fly, staying above the problems, stay elevated, no matter what you're going through. Hey, you above it.
Fly, 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 yeah. No, I cannot hold you so close. One day I'll be letting you go. Love the time of those miracles. If you've lost love, you know. Work it out when it's difficult, but it's more about principles. Keep your eye on the pencil. See your future, so you out here trying to draw it with a stencil. Baby boy, I am glad I changed. May the memories always remain. Love your message, if I'm not a lane, but I'm just staying in my lane. No, I'm always gonna smile through the pain. It be making me humble again. Sorry I had to do my own thing, but just the better days, I'm on a better way. Walking with my head held high, the away your tears, don't let them see you shining. Fly, fly, fly. This one for the single mothers just like me. Statistics growing out of poverty. The government cheese, tell me by this speed. They laughing my pain, tell me how they sleep at night. I've been planting trees and raising fears, yeah. I'm gonna put my family on for years. You feel me? Double back and go collecting kids, yeah. Don't be calling them bright lights, my dear. Baby boy, I am glad I changed. May the memories always remain. Love your message, if I'm not a lame, but I'm just saying in my lane. No, I'm always gonna smile through the pain. It be making me humble again. Sorry I had to do my own thing. But just a better days, I'm on the better way. Walk you in my head held high. The road get tougher, baby, so in my wipe away your tears, don't let them see you riding. Fly, fly, fly. You see me, I'll be walking with my head held high. The road get tougher, baby, so in my wipe away your tears, don't let them see you shining. Fly, fly, fly. All we need is some kissing R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Say you and I tease quietness. All we need is some kissing R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Never G-I-V-E. U-P, keep your A-G-A-D. U-P, never G-I-V-E. U-P, keep your A-G-A-D. Yeah, yeah. Walk you in my head held high. The road get tougher, baby, so in my wipe away your tears, don't let them see you crying. Fly, fly, fly. You see me, I'll be walking with my head held high. The road get tougher, baby, so in my wipe away your tears, don't let them see you shining. Fly, fly, fly.
Hey man, you ain't tapped in. We gonna run it back one more time. Fly by Diamond D.
Fly, 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 yeah. No, I cannot hold you so close. One day I'll be letting you go. Love the time of those miracles. If you've lost love, you know. Work it out when it's difficult, but it's more about principles. Keep your eye on the pencil. Into your future, so you out here trying to draw it with a stencil. Baby boy, I am glad I changed. May the memories always remain. Love your message, if I'm not a lame, but I'm just saying in my lane. No, I'm always gonna smile through the pain. It be making me humble again. Sorry I had to do my own thing. But just a better days, I'm on a better way. Walk you in my head held high. The road get tougher, baby, so in my wipe away your tears, don't let them see you riding. Fly, fly, fly. You see me, I'll be walking with my head held high. The road get tougher, baby, so in my wipe away your tears, don't let them see you shining. Fly, fly, fly. This one for the single mothers just like me. Statistics growing out of poverty. The government cheese, tell me by this speed. They laughing my pain, tell me how they sleep at night. I've been planting trees and raising fears, yeah. I'm gonna put my family on for years. You feel me? Double back and go collecting kids, yeah. Don't be calling them bright lights, my dear. Baby boy, I am glad I changed. May the memories always remain. Love your message, if I'm not a lame, but I'm just saying in my lane. No, I'm always gonna smile through the pain. It be making me humble again. Sorry I had to do my own thing. But just a better days, I'm on the better way. Walk you in my head S-P-E-C-Z, never G-I-V-E. U-P, keep your A-G-A-D. U-P, never G-I-V-E. U-P, keep your A-G-A-D. Yeah, yeah. Walk you in my head, hell high. The road gets tough, so baby, go in mine. Wipe away your tears and let them see you riding. Fly.
Yeah.
Man, I gotta work on the notes. My bad. Hey, man, get up for Diamond D. Make sure you go download that latest album, From Dark to Light.
Yeah, transfer from dark to light.
Transfer from dark to light. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's perfect, especially mental health, mental awareness month.
Yes.
I ain't gonna fake it. So, I'm gonna say what was your theme behind your not theme? What was your cause?
My cause for the project.
Mm-hmm.
So I had lost a very good close friend to me at the end of 2022. So throughout my grieving process, I wrote multiple songs to help me, transfer that pain into something positive.
Right.
And yeah, that's how the project came about. It actually was a lot more songs, but I just chose those 4. So
that's what I was like. 4. I was like, it was like 12 minutes. I was like, and then the one that had to start was like "Lean on Me" or whatnot. I was like, don't worry, we might have to bounce out to that, but
yeah,
I ain't gonna fake it, bro. I mean, I'm gonna say, bro.
No, you're good. Yeah, we here.
Facts. Like, no, this is family. This is my cousin. I beat the kickback, so just know.
Yeah.
Nah, definitely. I'm like, as a part of your musical journey to you being a mother.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of the ups and downs that you face? The good, the bad, the ugly. What are some of the misadventures that you face?
Some of the misadventures. One of them would be having trouble finding a sitter that I trust. So that's why sometimes you got to see my son with me. I don't really perform at club venues no more.
I feel that
for that specific reason. I like to do places where if I don't have a sitter, I can bring him with me.
Inglewood Arts Center.
Yes, shout out to Inglewood Arts. Yes, it's an art museum, so it's a good environment for him to be there. And not be out of place.
Exactly, I know how that be. Yeah.
Yes, and then another thing is energy, pouring into myself. Because as an artist, I pour into the people, I pour into the audience, I pour into my son, I pour into the promoters. You know what I'm saying? I have to interact with people. I have to perform and entertain. So just making sure my cup is full, making sure I'm doing that self-care, taking care of myself. And self-care, a lot of people think when they hear self-care, they think it's the face mask and a bubble bath and all that stuff like that. No, you know what I'm saying? No.
It's blocking the cousin that always ask you for $10.
Yes, hello, but I never bought a ticket. Excuse me. Come on now, the ticket.
Come to the show.
Come on now, that ticket was $10. You know what I'm saying?
That's real shit.
Yeah, or if somebody's not really respecting you, constantly downing you, or even putting yourself in environments that you are safe in, removing yourself from unsafe environments, restructuring your mindset and how you go about life and your perspective to a way that doesn't produce a lot of stress. That's a good form of self-care,
No, me. And then also the last one, we was talking about, I made Diamond through the cousin kickbacks, the Inglewood Arts Center, and it's we are a community of artists and entertainers, and that's the last one: community strengths and solutions. Faith, family, and community often serve as powerful sources of support. Shout out KDR. You know what I'm saying? Increasingly, younger generations are breaking the silence and using platforms like social media and podcasts to normalize therapy and mental health conversations. So just so y'all know, Snead ain't never afraid to talk about anything. Y'all want to come on this, talk about mental health. You're not crazy, bro. Black love. Black loves matter, you know what I'm saying? It all matters, you know what I'm saying?
And then we do have places again like University Health. That is off of 19th and Broadway. So in the Crossroads district by Town Topic. Okay. Their office is located there. And then there's Beacon Hill, which is in North Kansas City. The Northland, I want to say off of East 82nd Street.
Okay.
That's further north. So those two places are really good with getting you in, getting you seen, and getting help.
Facts. And they not just gonna push pills down your throat.
Yes,
you know
no.
Some influence. Speaking of community strength solutions, I have a word from my sponsor.
Yes.
I don't know, bro. You want to come on real quick?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out KDR, brother Murad, kindness, DC, respect. Y'all see
I
the
get to share this stage with the talented.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Diamond.
Thank you.
Very talented. Miss
Thank
Diamond.
you.
So thank you all for allowing me to come here and speak.
Yes.
So we're talking about mental health. Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
am I good?
Yeah, I'm saying, well, that's
Hold on. Let me
Yeah,
move
come
my
on
chair.
in here. You want to come?
Let me move my chair over here.
Yeah, here we go.
You don't just hear my voice. And I'm sure I can speak loud enough so you can hear me. Okay. So there you go. You know, you got to see it. You know, you got to see it.
Yeah,
it's a brand.
Decency,
Respect. I love
It
it.
is all a part of mental health as well. You know,
Yes.
this is a part of the mental health. So we have a young man in the audience. He's 9 years old. Trey, his name. And I won't give any more information, but he's burying his mother this evening.
I mean,
Yes.
much love and respect to Trey. Condolences.
Yes, condolences to him. And he's had to deal with a situation where he's been put in an adult's position. And so he literally had to tell his sister, his younger sister, that their mother passed away. You know? So that's a hard thing to do.
As a 9-year-old.
As a 9-year-old.
Yes.
So the shout out is to him to let him know he's not alone. You are not alone. There are people out here who will help him.
Yes.
And I hope he gets to see this soon. Thank you for allowing me to come on and share this.
I got you.
And thank you for using some of your time here
No
to share
problem.
this.
No problem.
So shout out to everyone out there. Keep that KDR in your life.
Yeah.
We already know how to do it. It's up to us to use it. All right.
No, thanks.
Peace and I'm out, yo.
I mean, no. Hey, man, shout out Trey, man. Much condolences. That's
a
my
huge
sponsor.
shout out to Trey. I'm gonna be praying for you. That is tough.
No, facts. But no, like, you know, we went in on a high note, you know what I'm saying, just because it's Mental Health Awareness Month. Hey, if you see somebody that needs help, reach out. Don't be afraid. Speak up. You know what I'm saying? You ain't afraid to speak up on these Facebook posts. So if you see somebody down, reach your hand out.
Yes.
You
And
know?
statistically speaking, when you're talking to someone and you see them having a hard time, if you ask them the direct question of are they having thoughts of harming themselves, they're
Well,
less
that's
likely to harm themselves.
I did not know that.
Yes.
I did not know that. I ain't got no more facts. I about to say, Diamond, you got some more performances up here coming. So
Yes.
y'all make sure that y'all tap in with the Mecca. Shout out Sprinkles of Salt, dog.
Yeah, so I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Talk.
What we have coming up here, May 30th, we have the Mecca. The Mecca is a really big deal, you guys.
Sprinkle some salt. Yeah.
Yes,
that's it, yeah.
Sprinkle Some Salt podcast. The Mecca, May 30th. Tickets are cheap. These are the cheapest tickets I've ever had in over a year. Like my last show, the tickets were $30, and we had a pretty big turnout. So tickets are $7 online and $10 at the door.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go to Sprinkle Some Salt podcast, their Instagram page or their Facebook page, you can get that link, and I'll also have the ticket link on my bio very shortly after this interview. And then we have the Cousin Kickback June 14th. That is my event, my baby. And yeah, we're still accepting slots, and we're looking for vendors for that Cousin Kickback.
Am I hosting?
Of course you're hosting.
Oh, yeah, hosting the Cousin Kickback.
Yes.
June 14th. I'm like,
Yes,
didn't know.
I also want to pair you with Z_.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with Z?
Yeah, I know Z.
Yes,
yeah,
a huge
that's
shout
girl.
out to Z_.
Yeah,
She
we
does a
know.
lot of good work for other artists in Kansas City
Yeah,
as well.
Her, I don't know, she's like a pop artist. I don't want to call her, but she's hella multi-talented.
Yes.
Like that first night at what was it at the at Markus Sanders' party? That's why like I'm too ready. I was like, I heard her sing before, but
are you talking about I don't really know what I'm doing?
Yeah,
But I'm walking around acting like I gotta keep all my shit together.
Hey.
I just know I gotta keep it moving. But the time don't stop for me, and I know that's on forever. That's my song.
Yeah, bro.
Huge shout out to Z.
Man.
Make sure y'all stream that song, especially with mental health, and if you're having a hard time, yes, that's a good song.
Know what I'm doing.
What? But I'm walking around acting like I gotta keep all my shit together. Okay.
No, facts.
Yes.
I'm about to say, Nah, man, I cannot wait for that. It's always a good time.
Yes.
Closing words, Diamond. Anything you want to say? Anything you didn't get to say?
So I want to thank you and your entire team for having me here today, for giving me a platform to
shout
talk
out BLE
about.
Studios.
Yes, shout out to BLE Studios for having me here to be able to talk about my music and mental health. It's a really big deal. I love tapping into the podcast from time to time when I can. I know I'm at rehearsals a lot,
I know.
but I love tapping into it from time to time. So to actually see it and then be here, that's a big deal for me. So I really appreciate that. And I just want everybody out there, if you're watching this, stay encouraged, stay blessed, stay prayed up, pour into yourself, and yeah, take your music serious. If you're an artist, take your music serious, push yourself. You know, I know for myself, I'm an artist and I'm serious about my shit. You know what I'm saying? So
We're serious about this. Just know I might not be able to rap, but I ain't gonna cap. It's Friday night.
Period.
I'm in the studio, MOS, and I do the most. Got KDR, and he by my side.
What?
Dave with me. You know I'm a ride. Hey, man, it's Friday night. It's the Misadventures of Snead. I'm not a rapper. I'm a podcaster. Catch me next time.
Yes. Thank you
Welcome
for
to the
having me.
Misadventures of Snead.
My bad.
No, I was just saying thank you for having me. That was it.
Welcome to the Misadventures of Snead. My name is
Thank
Markus
you.
Snead, aka Jimmy Cartier, and this is my podcast. Welcome.